23. I guess I'm supposed to be happy? Well, that's not my reality. Let's start with this. A letter to my future self. Recently, I've been thinking, if I could go back in time, back to the day I was born, and if I could change nothing, with all the pain, heartbreak, and failure, what would I tell myself? Would I stop me or try to change me? Hopefully, time will tell one day. And you know what? I'm getting a bit carried away. Let me describe exactly who I am. My name is Ty, and I'm tired. No, I am fucking tired of life, stress, bills, heartbreak, and you know what? I need a break. I need a break. Enjoy. If you can't tell, Brooklyn's just one of those places, money, finance, just, everything you dream of, really. My birthday is coming up in a couple days, and, it really got me thinking. Has life always been like this? No, seriously, think about it. Think back to being a kid. Life was just in the moment. Like, when I was a kid, I didn't really think about much. Like, I didn't think about anything, really. Life was just every day. I used to go out, ride my bike. The older I get, I realize that the world is just not fair. The world is cruel, fucked up, broken, pain, just, there's a lot going on. And has it always just been like this? I am doing okay mentally, but I can't lie. My whole life, I have battled my mental health. I don't like to admit it. In the black community, mental health and those type of problems, you aren't really supposed to, number one, feel them, but they don't really exist in our community. So for the longest, I never really wanted to admit that I was, battling with mental health and sadness, and I don't know, just with the way I see myself. I don't think that's a bad thing, because I think everybody's fucked up a little bit in some ways. Like, nobody's really perfect. When was the last time you met somebody that was just perfect? For some reason, I always felt like something was just off. Like, something was just wrong about me, missing. I just did not belong. All the friends I've made, I never really felt a deep connection with, which is a sad thing. Other than Jerry and, well, some of my childhood best friends, but they decided to take their own paths. But other than them, I never really had genuine, deep connections, because I don't know, I just felt like I wasn't worthy, or they wasn't, I don't know, I just felt like I shouldn't be allowed to feel loved. I've never really had a real, genuine, girlfriend, somebody I loved and actually cared about. I've had flings here and there, a girl that comes in. I've actually lived with a girl for a period of time, which is, if I think about it, that's kind of weird. I lived with a girl. What the fuck? But no, I've done all of those things, but it wasn't really anything real to me. I never really cared. When it ended, I wasn't really sad. I never really cared. That's because the way I just feel about myself. And the thing is, I do love myself. I think I'm beautiful. I think I'm smart, intelligent. That's the same thing. Oh my God. Maybe I'm not as smart as I thought I was. I think I'm a lot of good things, but I don't know, there's another alter ego side of me that hates himself. But that person talking is inside of me. That's me. That's another hateful, self-deprecating, just awful version of myself. That kid that got bullied, growing up in middle school, high school, oh, your hair looks funny, your nose is too big, your fucking lips, your skin, this, that, just constant, just pain. And all of that, I tried to bottle up for the longest. And, for the longest, I was doing okay. I wish somebody would have prepared me. Can you even prepare somebody for life? The adulting struggles, bills, rent, trying to find a relationship, trying to find out what you're going to do with your life. I had my mental break, and I don't know where it came from. Actually, maybe I do. I do have some insight. The last 3 years, I have literally worked my ass off. And, I have made some gains. And I live in a 45th downtown apartment. There is no way. Why? No, bro, that genuinely pissed me off. There is no... He started taking selfies of himself and recording me, recording. Bro, go somewhere. I'm trying to record. What the hell? I don't know what happened. I was doing perfectly fine for the longest. I just had a mental break. I literally, I cried. I don't even know what happened. I guess, the realization of my birthday coming and me realizing I'm getting older and I need to figure out something, it just hit me. I'm turning 23 and I just feel so confused. What is the point to all of this? To life, to love, to death? Are we really supposed to be here to just work, have sex, procreate, and then die? Is that it? I never really felt like I've enjoyed life. Really. Just enjoy. Woke up and say, you know what? I love waking up today. Remember how colors were so colorful? These tiles look so dull to me. There's no color, there's no vibrancy to life anymore. I used to work with this guy named Austin, and he's younger than me. And he literally lives here in Miami, obviously, because I live here, but he lives in this almost mansion. He was talking about his family and how they're rich and how he's gonna take over his father's company whenever he gets old enough, and that's his life. He's maybe 18 now, but he's living beautifully. When I was his age, bro, I was in Mississippi struggling, at that point I haven't even began I haven't even got to Miami at his age. I was still living at home with my parents, and home wasn't bad, it wasn't terrible, but it's just to compare. I know you shouldn't compare your life. That's probably the worst thing. That's probably why I'm so mentally where I'm at. But to compare my life at his age to where he's at now, it hurts. I realize I missed out on so much life, so much potential. I know I shouldn't do this because I can't change the past or the future, but I think about an alternate life that I grew up here. I could have made friends here, grew up, had my family here still, be able to see my family at any point, have friends that I grew up with still here with me. What if that was my life? How different would I be today? Because I'm just starting to realize I'm just so angry at the world. I'm angry how it treated me. I feel like I'm a good person. I didn't deserve the life that I was dealt. And I hate to say that because my life wasn't terrible. Compared to other people, we're comparing right now. My life compared to some people's was amazing. It's traffic. I live in Miami right now. My life is fantastical. My parents did an amazing job. The fact that I was able to get here, they did their part. They did amazing. But I don't know. I'm just angry at how much better. I know that sucks. But it's just the reality. It could have been better. I used to lay awake at night for hours and just talk to the universe, say sorry or ask questions why, what have I done? I'm sorry. In my past life, if I did something or if I do something in the future, I'm so sorry, but please, I'm tired, just let me be like everybody else. I see people live amazing lives here. People wake up, they drink their coffee, they take their morning walks, they're living beautiful lives, and I try my best to implicate it, but it's not the same, because I still have that stress of work and life and bills and this and this and that. And the people, bro, I'm not gonna lie, people here, I'm in Brooklyn, you can tell, bro, people here are living extravagant lives. They're the top echelon of people, and I live here, and it kind of fucked me up mentally. I can't lie. I wish, I'm glad I moved here because it has awakened a different mentality in me. A mentality of wanting to conquer and succeed and grow, not just stay complacent. That's my biggest number one ick. I hate people that's just complacent and just, I don't care. I hate that. It's just a lot to take in at such a young age. Growing up, I've realized I have a lot of questions to life that I realized I probably would never get the answer to. Why is life even, first off, a thing? look around, people. This is just existing, like here, right now, in this moment. Like life in itself, like the fact that existence just exists doesn't make any sense. Like, why is that? I probably would never find the answer. Like, how do I find that, right? But also, I realized I am terrified of the future. I can't explain this fear that I have, but it's overwhelming, and it's to the point where I'm literally just exhausted. I just want a break from all of this, and it's just, I realized through growing up that it doesn't stop, and it only gets worse, or not worse. It just becomes more of a hassle because you're getting older, more tired. You don't have as much energy. Like the things that I used to be able to do, work my ass off constantly over and over. I don't want to do that shit no more. Like I can still do that because I'm still young, but I don't want to fucking do that. Like who wants to work all day, all the time? Like that's just fucking annoying. I remember throughout all my teenage and like up to this point, technically, through all these years, anytime the manager asks, "Oh, Ty, can you stay?" I always say yes. Why? Because I just felt like I shouldn't take this opportunity. Like of course I'm saying there's more money, but like at some point you have to live your own life. Like I've spent a lot of my life working, and I don't want to do that. Like YouTube, yes, it's work, but this is the type of work I enjoy. 9 to 5, that's just it's not fun. Like it's actually so sucking. I got to the point where literally me just walking into work brings my mood down. I realized that I can't even try to like fake happy. Like it's just me being in that environment, just that soul sucking environment. It's just, it kills my creative spirits, my motivation, everything about me. And it's just, I realize the older I get, it's just, well, I guess, yes, the worse this is probably gonna get. Because that, like, I can't imagine being 40. 90% of Americans, I believe, live paycheck to paycheck, don't even have more, like $1,000 in their bank account. I don't want to, imagine being, I don't want to be that at 40. That seems like a fucking nightmare. Like, my whole life, I'm constantly on the hamster wheel of, oh shit, like, am I about to fail? Is this it? I gotta keep working, I'm stressed out. That seems like that is hell. I don't want to live that way, and I'm just fearful that that's the reality of what just life is gonna be, I used to think idealistically, things would just go my way if I believe and I just wanted to go that way, but man, going through life, life has a way of showing you ain't shit, you are not special. And now I realize there's a chance where you could die alone. Like you don't just get a girl because you're born. Like you have to work towards those things, and you have to be a person worth having. Like it's a lot. I want to be able to take care of my family and provide and be that masculine role. Guys want to do that, but it's just hard to do that in this fucking world that's expensive as hell, and jobs don't pay you, and it's just tough. It's just a tough ass world, and it's just so gruesome. Life is beautiful, but also ugly. It's kind, but also just fucking rude. And you know what? When you really think about it, it's kind of poetic in a way.